Welcome everyone to today's session. We are going to have a conversation on MBBS. Okay, the entire MBBS scenario in India, in abroad, how the whole system works, what are the cutoff percentage, how do you select the right college. Okay, we will be covering each and every topic. Let's begin with the session. I'm sure all of you have the NEET exam on your mind right now. It's less than a month away. I suppose it's going to be on May 5th. Okay, and let me tell you, NEET is one of the most unpredictable exams today. Okay, it needs preparation. I'm sure आप में से काफी लोगों ने 1 साल 2 साल 3 साल भी प्रिपेयर किया है. Okay, but still that does not mean that you are going to get into a government college or into a high ranked college. So in order to ensure that, you need to make sure you are taking the right steps, you are creating the right backup options. Okay, look at medicine. The first and foremost thing that I would like to tell all of you is change your perspective towards medicine as a career. Okay, it's not only about MBBS, it is about the larger picture. It's about clearing NEET right now, having a backup option, going for MBBS, thinking about PG, preparing for it, then pursuing your PG, and then getting settled down and actually being a medical practitioner. Okay, so these are some steps, and you need to visualize the larger picture when it comes to your career in medicine. अगर आप सोच रहे हो कि मैं सिर्फ MBBS के बारे में सोचूंगा, सिर्फ नीट क्रैक करने के बारे में सोचूंगा, वो हो गया तो बस फिर that's the end of the world. That's not true, and you're making a very big mistake. So think of MBBS as just a foundation. Okay, there is a long way to go. The real struggle will start after 6 years once you have completed your MBBS, whether it's in India or abroad. So make sure you are taking all the right steps in the right direction with backup options. Okay, do not be completely dependent on one system, because in India MCI rules are changing every day. Okay, बीच में MCI dissolve हो चुकी थी, नए rules आए थे, वो disable हुए थे, वो वापस आए. So this whole thing keeps on going on. Okay, so in that process you might lose a seat somewhere, you might get a seat somewhere else. So it's all very unpredictable, highly competitive. Okay, so please keep that in mind, and create a backup option with every step that you take, whether it's at UG level or at PG level. Okay. So let me tell you, I think you all can see the screen. There is a counseling hotline number given on the screen. Okay, there is a panel of expert counselors, okay, on MBBS. If you have absolutely any query or any doubt regarding a university, how to get through NEET, you want a NEET crash course, you want academic or moral support, you need to create a roadmap, you want to know about how to pursue your PG, absolutely anything and everything related to your medical career, you will find on this hotline number. Just give a call. There will be an expert counselor who will be there to give you personal counseling, set up a roadmap for yourself right up to PG, depending on your budget. Okay, so go through this counseling once. It's free of cost. It'll give you a lot of information. It'll open out a lot of options for you. It'll help you clear out your mind a lot. Okay, so all of you can note down this number. It's going to be very helpful for you in the next few months. Okay, so please note down this number. Now moving on. Okay, as you can see, there's only one mantra to a successful medical career: take the right decision at the right time. Okay, all of you currently are fighting against time, nothing else. The whole system of MBBS in India is very different to MBBS abroad. Timelines, admission, intake, everything is different. बहुत बहुत अलग है, ठीक है. So अगर आपको बैकअप ऑप्शन क्रिएट करना है, अब्रॉड में एक सीट ब्लॉक करनी है अच्छी यूनिवर्सिटी में, तो वो डिसीजन आपको टाइम पे लेना पड़ता है. नीट क्वालिफाई करना है, नीट में अच्छे मार्क्स लाने हैं, वो डिसीजन टाइम पे लेना पड़ता है, ठीक है. सो प्लीज टेक द राइट डिसीजन एट द राइट टाइम एंड everything is going to fall into place. Okay, so last year the NEET qualifying marks was 119. Okay, this year it's going to be somewhere close to that only. Okay, last year tak so there are some rules, there are some new rules which have come up, okay, which we will discuss. So when you talk about MBBS, when you talk about medicine, there are only 3 options that you have. Okay, first option being a government college in India. ठीक है, the situation is such, पहला ऑप्शन गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज है, दूसरा ऑप्शन प्राइवेट कॉलेज है और तीसरा ऑप्शन MBBS abroad है. There is no fourth option. Okay, talking about government colleges, there are only 32,000 seats in India, out of which 50% seats are reserved. So the general category gets only 50% of the seats. You need 550 plus in NEET to get into government colleges. The number of applicants, as you can see on the graph, it has been increasing year by year. Okay, last year, 2017, if you think, it was around 10 lakhs, 2018 12 lakhs, 2019 it has gone to 15 lakh applicants, and the seats are only 32,000, and for general category only 16,000 seats. So 16,000 seats versus 15 lakh applicants. Can you imagine the gap? The gap is very huge. So there are situations every year where a 549 जिसको मिला है उसको नहीं मिलेगा और 551 को मिल जाएगा. That does not mean that 549 has not studied or he is dumb or he has not prepared. Okay, it just means that there is such a high level of immense competition that if you are only dependent on this, you're going to be in deep disappointment by the time the results are out. Please keep in mind, I am not trying to demotivate you. I am just trying to put a real picture in front of you so that you can take the right practical decision accordingly. Okay, so as far as government colleges are concerned, there is no alternative. The quality of education in Indian government colleges is the best. The best and the most renowned doctors in India and in the US and the rest of the parts of the world are from government colleges of India. So if you manage to get into a government college, do not think of anything else. I mean, there is no looking back. Okay, that's the best thing to ever happen. Second option, considering private colleges. Now this is a very disappointing option. Okay, private colleges has another 30,000 seats. Okay, but still that makes it 60,000 versus 15 lakh. There's still a huge gap. Okay, कोई comparison ही नहीं है. The problem with private colleges is, in NEET, obviously you need 250, 300, which is not a very high score. It's a satisfactory, it's a good average, above average score. But you need to have a budget which is 80 lakh, 90 lakh, 1.5 crore. Some private Indian medical colleges even have 2 crore budget. Okay, now that is unaffordable for most of the students in India. Okay, versus the quality of education is so low that if you do your research, you will realize the students which get a PG seat in India, okay, in a government PG seat, 97% of those students are from government colleges. Only 3% students from private medical college who have done their MBBS from private college get a PG seat in government hospital in India. So The quality of education is extremely low, budget is touching the sky, and it is a big trap. Okay, so आप चलो अगर आपके पास बजट है, you don't want to leave the country, आपने वो पैसे invest कर भी दिए, ठीक है. Later on, during PG, again you are expected to pay a donation of 1 crore, 2 crore. So the amount of money that you're going to invest in your MBBS and PG is so high, you're never going to be able to get the returns. Plus, understand one thing, the aim is to become a good, successful doctor. The aim is not to just become a doctor. If any of you want to just become a doctor, there are ways to do that. You don't need to go through this, okay? But if you want to become a successful, renowned, respectable doctor, you need to be dedicated and you need to take the right steps. You need to understand the whole scenario. So I hope government colleges and private college options are clear. Private college, big trap, a big no. Okay. Third option is MBBS abroad. There are approximately 25,000 seats which are available outside. Okay. Different countries, different universities. Okay. Again, over there are government and private. So always make sure you get into a government college. Okay, in different countries there are different universities which are top ranked. Okay, and in India there are varied type of agents who are promoting the wrong countries and wrong universities. So अगर आपके पास knowledge, information, research नहीं होगा, कोई भी आपको forge करके misguide करके चला जाएगा. So make sure you are 100% clear about what you are doing. Okay, it is your career. You are the one who's supposed to take the right decision. A consultant or an agent can just guide you, but you cannot risk your life on them, right? So do your research well. Do not follow any agent, consultant, friend, relative. मेरा दोस्त यहाँ गया है, इस यूनिवर्सिटी में गया है, मैं भी वहीं पे जाऊंगा. Don't make that mistake. Okay, be sensible and take the right decision for yourself. Now, how to select the right universities for MBBS abroad, we will cover that at a little later stage. Okay, so as you can see, success in NEET 2019, only 4% government plus private colleges, and half of these seats would be reserved. So immense competition. ऐसी situation में अगर आपने backup option नहीं तैयार रखा, ठीक है, then you're going to waste 1 year for sure. And in a field like medical, 1 year is a big time. A lot can happen in 1 year. So don't take it lightly. Always have a plan B. Okay. Now, any of you who are looking for private college option, who has the budget for private colleges, okay, you can pursue your MBBS plus PG in US in that much cost. Okay. And in today's time, if you have done your PG from US, there is nothing above that. That's the highest level, highest point of achievement in the entire healthcare sector across the world. So any of you who think that they have the budget but they are not sure that they are going to get into government college, there is an option for you. There is a good news that there is a batch for MBBS plus PG in US will be departing in May 2019 without appearing NEET. You do not require NEET for this because it's a course right up to PG, and as per the MCI guidelines, if you have done your PG from US, you don't need to come back to India and appear for the MCI exam. In fact, any other country, any exam is a left-hand job. Because if you have prepared for an exam like USMLE and if you have actually achieved or pursued PG in US, any exam is going to be very easy. And in India, they don't even need to screen you. There's a red carpet for you in the entire world. Okay, it's a globally recognized degree. So any of you who have the budget for private colleges, 60-70 lakh rupees, okay, you can do your PG, MBBS plus PG in US in that much cost. Without Neet, it is possible. In May 2019, there are scholarships available. So block your seat and you can actually depart in the next 1 month. So that's a good option. Also, any of you who have appeared for NEET in 2018, इस साल NEET का फॉर्म नहीं भरा आपने, फिर भी अब्रॉड जाने की सोच रहे हो, this is the option for you. Okay, after May, wherever you go, September intake, everywhere NEET qualification will be important and necessary. So be very clear, government college, private college, MBBS abroad. It's a backup option for you. Private college is a big trap, a big no. Don't fall into that. Okay. Government college is the aim. If you can get in, nothing like it. Try with full dedication to get in, but with a backup option so that you have nothing to lose. Because India में जब तक NEET के result आते हैं तब तक abroad में admission close हो जाते हैं. Okay, so the good universities abroad, the cream top A++ ranked universities are open for a very less period of time and they have very limited seats. So if you look for abroad options, you will even find in July, August, but they will be the ones which are low grade where nobody goes and seats are empty. That's why you are getting admission. Okay, and there will be a lot of agents promoting them. So at that time, once you realize that, oh my god, you're not getting it in India, and you start searching for for MBBS abroad, there'll be 10 options and you'll be in such a hurry, haste, confused state of mind that you'll end up taking the wrong decision. Okay, and that one wrong decision is going to impact your entire career. So be very careful, plan in advance, and have your backups ready before you go for it, go for the exam. So I hope this part was clear to all of you. Moving ahead, there were some changes in the rules in 2019. As I told you, NEET qualification is compulsory now, okay, for MBBS in India and abroad. So if the only option is MBBS in USA till PG, available in May 2019 without NEET exam. Okay, that's the only option available. Besides that, NEXT, the National Exit Test, is going to replace FMG, that is the MCI screening test. So पहले जो students बाहर से MBBS करके आते थे, सिर्फ वही लोग MCI screening test देते थे. But now even those who are doing MBBS in India will be appearing for the same exam. So your competition becomes 3 times and the seats remain the same. Okay, I hope you are understanding this. NIOS and open and private both students would be registered with MCI. So earlier, NIOS and open boards used to not get MCI eligibility, but from this year onwards, they will be registered with MCI. Okay, so you will be able to come back to India and practice. But that is for the September intake only. Last but not the least, NEET scores will be valid for 3 years from now onwards. So that is applicable from 2019. So those who will be appearing for 2019 NEET can use those scores for another 3 years. Those who have appeared for NEET in 2018, the May departure is the only option for you. So if you have even little doubt that you are not going to get it in India, in Indian government colleges, and you have the budget for private colleges, do not think twice. There's a wonderful roadmap where you do your MBBS and PG in US. You settle down, earn 5 times the amount of money, build a reputation for yourself, have a secured career, have a demand for your job, okay, have a globally recognized degree, highest level of achievement. So please think about this. Okay, moving on, basics of MBBS abroad. Now, as I told you, it's a plan B for you. Okay, most important backup option. This is going to be your tool for confidence, your tool for taking a right decision. Okay, I'm sure all of us in fact spend a lot of money on coaching classes for Neet, for 12, for this, that, everything. But can you not spend 1/4 of that amount in securing your career? All you need to do is have a personal counseling session, understand your options, and block a seat in your name in any of the topmost colleges of your choice, which fits in your budget. Have a plan right up to PG for yourself. Start taking those small steps. Okay, that'll really help you. So the basics include infrastructure is amazing. Okay, when I say the word infrastructure, the only country that comes to my mind is China. People or students who are studying in China and who have experienced that level of infrastructure, you are not going to like anywhere else. It's world class top end infrastructure when it comes to classroom, campus, student life, hospital beds, everything. It's unbeatable. China infrastructure is unbeatable. Okay, not even US is in comparison with that. The Ivy League colleges of US, I think China may beat some of them also. Okay, when it comes to infrastructure and quality of education. So China, for any of you who wishes to get into China, you need to have 75% in PCB, okay, and you need to have a NEET score which is 200, 250, because China only takes good quality students who have good scores, okay, and China admissions are going to be shut by the end of this month. So the topmost colleges, almost 30-40% seats have started getting blocked. So if you're looking for China, then don't waste your time. MCI approved colleges are available everywhere. No entrance exam required except for Philippines, which is another big trap which we will talk about. Low cost options available. Okay, within 20 to 30 lakhs you can complete your MBBS. Okay, at the topmost colleges abroad for all 6 years, including your hostel, tuition fee, food, travel, visa, everything. So it's worth giving it a shot, worth having it as a backup option. Okay, moving on. Okay, now let me tell you, there are some secrets of MBBS abroad. And by secrets, I only mean these are small tips, okay, which will help you and save you from taking the wrong decision. Whenever you decide to take a decision, please keep these in mind. Do your research and you will realize how important each of these are. Okay, first one. First and foremost, choose a career planner and not an admission agent. What is the difference? In India, in small towns, villages, even in some cities, okay, there are small agents. Okay, there's a whole network. Now, these agents have got nothing to do with planning your career. They have nothing to do with what you are going to do after going there. Their job is only to give you an admission letter, and they will put you across some big consultancy in that area and make sure you go through them. Okay, that's how the whole system works. So make sure you're not going to any of the small admission agents. You're choosing a proper career planner who has a plan for you and for your career. Okay, it's not about getting you admission and making sure, okay, oh, fine, you have reached there. That's not enough. To make sure that the university that you are selecting is the right option for you, to giving you an online coaching, to making sure you are preparing for your PG, to placing you during your PG, to give you all the services required during PG, okay, to help you settle down, help you get a internship, get a job, all of that. So it has to be an end-to-end service. It has to be a planning, a career planning, and just getting you admission are two very different things. So make sure you always choose a career planner, not an admission agent. Okay. It might choose to be more expensive, but you will realize the worth after a few years. Okay. Now, the next point, no matter how much I stress on it, it's it's the most important part. Plan for MDMS and not only MBBS level. Okay, I'm sure I've already spoken about this, but make sure you're planning right up to PG. Those 6 years of your MBBS, okay, whether in India or abroad, are is the most crucial period of your career. If you use those 6 years rightly, okay, then your entire future will change. If you waste those 6 years thinking, oh, I'm going to just clear MCI, let's see what happens, let me at least focus on MBBS, मैं देख लूंगा, I'll pursue PG in India, but you don't know what the situation is. MCI screening test also you will not be able to clear if you don't have 5-year preparation. So preparation during those 6 years is very important. Okay, and remember, MBBS is just a foundation, it's an investment, and the returns you will get during your PG. Okay, so always divide your budget between MBBS and PG. Don't blow all your money into MBBS. Okay. Secondly, if you did, there are all the tools available. There's online coaching for USMLE, for MCI, for Germany. Everything is available. Okay, right at your doorstep. The only thing is you need a plan for yourself, which is taking you till PG, which is showing you the big picture, right? So use those 6 years rightly. That brings me to my next point. MCI screening test is mandatory. No matter where you are doing your MBBS, which country, that university is not going to prepare you for MCI screening test. That university's job is to give you an MBBS degree and to prepare you for MBBS, which is just a basic foundation. Okay. So MCI screening test coaching is mandatory, very, very important. No matter where you are going, you need to prepare for it for 5 years. Okay. University selection. How do you select the right university for MBBS abroad? Okay. Keep in mind only 3 things. Choose a government university only for MBBS abroad. Why are you going abroad? Because you are not getting into a government college in India. If you go abroad and fall into the trap of private colleges, what is the point? So make sure you are only and only choosing a government university, because only a government university will have a high quality of education, experienced faculty, high medical teaching experience, hospital affiliations, affordable budget, everything that you need for a right education. Okay. University experience has to be minimum 100 years. So in countries like Russia, China, Ukraine, there are universities which are recently opened and there are universities which are old. जितनी पुरानी यूनिवर्सिटी होगी उतने ही ज्यादा बैचेस वहां से निकले होंगे, उतना ही ज्यादा मेडिकल टीचिंग एक्सपीरियंस होगा. करेक्ट. So always, older the university, better the quality of education and higher the rank, more will be the MCI passing ratio. Always remember. So make sure a university is minimum 100 years old. Now, there are universities which are opened in 2017 also, okay, in Caribbean and other places. There are universities which have opened 5-10 years ago. Do you think you're going to get that level of and that quality of education from there? No, you won't. So make sure you choose an old university with minimum 100 years of experience. Abhi, countries like Russia, China, Ukraine, okay, they have 3 type of programs: English medium, bilingual, and local language. Always go for a program which is 100% fully English medium. Do not fall into the category of bilingual programs in which पहले 3 साल आपको English में पढ़ाएंगे, next 3 years suddenly the language of teaching will change. Okay, that is going to be very, very bad. Okay, if an Indian student is taught a subject like medicine in any other language apart from English, forget MCI and USMLE and all that, you're not even going to clear MBBS and not become a good doctor. It's far away. So always choose an English language program. Okay, career breakers. These are the three things which if you avoid, you are on the right path. If you get into any of these traps, then be ready for a bad future, for a bad career, and a lot of regret along with it. We face a lot of students who have gone through varied type of problems, and that brings us to these 3 points. Every year we go through this cycle. For you, it's a first time. For us, we've been doing this for so many years, and every year we face students going through the same problems. First and foremost, do not choose to go to Philippines due to NMAT exam problems. काफी लोगों को ये पता भी नहीं है, ठीक है, कि फिलीपींस जाने के लिए पहले BS डिग्री करनी पड़ती है for 2 years. After BS, you give an exam called NMAT. Now NMAT is the national exam of Philippines. It's basically the Neet of Philippines. So the local students of Philippines will also be appearing for that exam. Again, the same old story, the competition, no seats, higher applicants, and in that case, international students never get the preference. Okay. There is an entire advisory given by Indian Embassy in Philippines, which I'm going to show you now. Okay. Indian Embassy in Philippines has given an advisory for Indian students about how the agents in India cheat the students to go to Philippines. If you don't, after giving NMAT, if you don't get good marks, you are sent back to India. So those 2 years, the time, money, efforts has gone to waste. For MBBS, you need a very simple, easy, direct admission. Top university, government university, English medium, high MCI passing ratio, high medical teaching experience, basic things, and that's it. You don't want to fall into the same NEET chakkar again after going to another country. That too after wasting 2 years. So it's a big risk and a big, big trap. Do not make that mistake. When we talk about Georgia, it is another country which is wrongly promoted by agents, क्योंकि एजेंट्स आपको वही बोलेंगे और वही प्रमोट करेंगे जहां से सबसे ज्यादा उनको फायदा मिल रहा है. I hope you are understanding this point. The university or the country from where they are earning more, they will promote that and make sure you go there. So make sure that you are in a situation in which you are knowledgeable, you have done your research, you can argue, you can put it in slots कि ये सही है, ये गलत है, ये मैं सोच सकता हूँ. You need to be aware, otherwise anybody is just going to misguide you. If you spot Georgia on the world map, it is such a small country. Okay, it has only private medical colleges, hardly 1 or 2 government colleges. The private medical colleges give 5-year degrees which are invalid and bogus degrees which are not valid anywhere in the world. No hospital affiliations. Okay, they have small clinics and they expect you to do your internship in that clinic, where the internship is the most important part of your career, where it's the first time you actually practically come in touch with a patient, and that you don't want to do it in a small clinic, right? Besides that, very high living cost. No, this country does not have an embassy of its own. It doesn't have a consulate. It uses the embassy of Armenia. So tomorrow after going there, if something goes wrong with you, if you have any complaint, you don't even have an embassy to go to. A year and a half ago, 200 students were denied visas at the last minute, and all of them had to be placed in some other college elsewhere. So do not make the mistake of going to Georgia. It's a big problem. Okay, it's not going to lead you anywhere. And we come to the most important point. Never, ever, ever give university tuition fees money in the hands of your career planner or consultant. Okay? The day you do that, you are gone. University fees has to go to the university account. Okay? Consultancy fees, you can give it to the consultant however he wants. There are people who take 6 years university money also from the students. Okay, so many students have been forged like this. It is illegal to do this. If you go to any university abroad and tell them I want to pay you 6 years money together, they will just throw you out. It is illegal, wrong practice going on in this country, and many students have been forged with this. So be very careful. Do not give university tuition fees in the hands of anyone except in the university account before your departure. Do not carry cash with you also, because the minute you land at the airport, there'll be somebody who will come and take the money from you, or they will threaten you. It's a common practice that goes on. Okay. So now I would like to answer a few questions. Okay. All right. Let's start. How much marks are needed for MBBS in other states except Delhi? Government college 550 plus, private colleges wrong option, 90 lakhs to 1 crore rupees, and 250 300 in Neet. I already told you, Zoha. I think I'm clear with that. Yes, you have to. So, Hemant, MBBS in Germany, there are students who go there, and we can place you, there's no problem. But the only thing is that not many students go to MBBS, to go to Germany during MBBS level. Germany is a much better option at PG level, okay? Because your considerations to go to any place during MBBS is very different from PG. MBBS के time you want MCI approved, high ratio, government university, English program, etc. At PG level, you want high demand for the job, you want opportunity, you want a secured career, you want uh, high income, you want recognition, you want specialization. So it's very different. So Germany is very famous at PG level, not at UG level. Okay, because it closes all your doors. There are no MCI approved universities in Germany at MBBS level, only 2 or 3, and there's an entrance exam to get into those. So it's a very complicated, lengthy, doesn't make sense to go at MBBS level. Okay, you're going to spend the same 20-23 lakh rupees, which you can spend in any other country, get direct admission, top university, prepare for PG, and at PG level you can go to US or Germany, whatever you like. Hemant, I hope it's clear. Yes, Deepa, for MBBS in US, as I told you, there's a batch which is going to depart in May. You don't need Neet for that. Okay, it's till PG. If you have a budget of 70-75 lakhs, then you can go for it. Around 119 in Neet should was the qualification last year, Zoha. So it will be somewhere close to that. I already told you, Hemant. I think I already cleared questions regarding Germany, right? So I'm not going to answer them again. Anuj. So MBBS in US, I told you, Anuj, you need 70-75 lakhs. So about MBBS in US, you need to understand there are two things. Okay. If you want to get directly inside US for MBBS, then there is an exam called MCAT, which you need to appear for. Okay. MCAT is the one of the most difficult exams in the world. You need very high scores for that, and it's as per the American system of education. Now Indian system and American system are poles apart. ठीक है? So Indian system of education के हिसाब से अगर पढ़ोगे तो 2 साल लगेगा, plus 2.5 to 3 crore rupees का budget होगा to do your MBBS inside US. and this was getting very unaffordable for most of the students. So the American universities have an offshore campus in the Caribbean, okay, and wherein you do your pre-medical and basic science and your USMLE preparation, which is around 3.5 years. You do it in Caribbean, okay, your theory part, your clinical rotation, which is for 2 years, and your PG, you do it inside US. So that reduces your cost to 70-75 lakhs, and you don't need to give MCAT for that. And there is a May batch departure, you don't need NEET also for that. And there are scholarships available. And it's a right up to PG roadmap. So, I mean, if you have any of you who have that kind of budget, then you should close your eyes and go for the MBBS plus PG in USA option. Okay, you can go for the May batch or the September batch as per your choice. Also, scholarships are limited, so you need to pick it up very fast if you want it. Besides that, make sure, so the situation is such that in Caribbean there are 200 plus universities, but the legal approved universities are, they are only 5 to 7, maximum 10. So make sure a university you go to in Caribbean is CALM HP approved. Okay, CALM HP is the MCI of Caribbean, under which all the medical universities are there. So if a university is not CALM HP approved, it is a bogus university. It will not allow you to go to US for PG. They are misguiding you, and it's a big cheating, it's a big scam. So be careful. If a university does not have CALM HP accreditation, do not go there in Caribbean. This is only limited to Caribbean. Okay. So be careful. Besides that, all of you, let me tell you, there are online counseling sessions put up on YouTube. Okay, you can go to YouTube, type Moksh webinars. There's a whole channel on Philippines. There are topics of online counseling sessions on Philippines, Georgia, US, Germany, Ukraine, Russia, China, how to select the right college, what are the steps, application, fees, everything. If you watch 4 or 5 videos, you're going to be more informative and knowledgeable than most of the consultants in India. Go through those videos. It's free of cost. You don't have to go anywhere. You just need an internet connection. Sit at home with a peace of mind. Watch those videos. Understand that. Do your research on your own and take your decision very fast. That's the right way to go about it. Okay. So any of you who want to know about the US program in detail, please do that. There's a new video on Philippines which is recently updated. Also on Caribbean, there's a new video which is recently updated. So please go through that. It'll really help you. Hi Manasvi. Hi. Scholarship test does not happen at this time, Anuj. It happens in the month of August. You need to be NEET qualified, Chintan. Aim for 150 plus. So Karthik, MBBS in Europe, so you need to choose a country where Indian students are going so that it has medical teaching experience. Now countries like Poland and Croatia, Armenia, all these, Japan, these are all promoted, which do not have medical teaching experience. Nepal, Bangladesh, they have high budget, low quality education, very less Indian students. Okay, so no good faculty. So make sure you're going to countries which have a huge medical teaching experience, like Russia, China, Ukraine, US. Okay, that'll help you, Karthik. For Crimea, Vikrant, you need 70% in chemistry and bio, which is 140 marks. Chemistry, bio milake. Okay. What is the duration for that MBBS and PG course? It's 5.5 years for US, Divyakshi. 5.5 years, out of which 3.5 years in Caribbean for theory part and 2 years in US for practical, plus another 2 years for PG in US. Okay. Sabur, it's very simple. Personal counseling session, get all the details and block your seat. Including everything, Janvi. 67, 70, 75 lakhs includes everything. Tuition fee, hostel, stay, food, everything. There's Indian food also available. What if we write NEET and want to pursue medicine in abroad? Is it possible, or should we not write NEET at all? Deepa, as I told you, NEET qualification is compulsory. If you don't want to write NEET, then go for the MBBS in US program in the May batch. Okay, in that way you can exempt NEET. But otherwise, for September intake, you need the NEET qualification. Without that, you cannot go. It's your 12th percentage, Vikrant, and it's first come first basis, the scholarship. Vikrant, MCI eligibility for scholarship of America. So eligibility for scholarship is, as I told you, it's on first come first basis and your PCB percentage. Okay, you need above 65% in PCB. 550 plus Manasvi. No scholarship available in China for MBBS. No, Yashi, not possible. 2 to 4 years depending on the specialization, Aditya. You can do it, Divyakshi, just that you need to start preparing and planning in advance. Nothing is impossible. There are people who are pursuing PG in Germany, in US. They're at the highest levels of achievement. People are doing that. And that only happens with taking the right step at the right time and planning in advance. If you carve out your roadmap in advance and take baby steps, depending on that roadmap, you know where your destination is and you're just walking towards it. That's it. If you are able to do that, you are going to be able to pursue anything that you want. Yes, hello, Saad. I already told you, Vikrant. Divyakshi, there are many universities. There is Lviv in Ukraine, Zaporozhye, Vinnytsia, Crimea, Dagestan, which I'm naming the top few. There's Nanjing, Jiangsu, Hearst, Zhejiang in China. So these are some of the universities which are on the tip of my tongue because they come in the topmost criteria, for which people have started blocking seats and soon they are going to be closed. So any of you who wish to get into topmost colleges abroad, or at least save a seat, block a seat, and have that as a backup option, then this is the time. Every day that you're losing, you're losing one seat in a good college. Okay, and every week you're losing one good university. So fight is against time. Take your decision very fast. Do your research on time. Don't waste it. Do take a personal counseling session, Sabur. I think you need it. So about Russia, Hemant, there's no problem, but Ukraine is a better option and China is an even better option. Okay. The quality, as far as the quality of education and everything is concerned. So if you can get into Nanjing, Jiangsu or Lviv in Ukraine, nothing like it. Crimea in Russia is also the topmost. You can have a personal counseling, Sabur. Not at all. It's a very foundation level, step by step you are taught, and many doctors are learning German language and they are successful at it, and Indian doctors, so don't worry about it. China, Russia, Ukraine all have universities falling in the budget of 20 to 30 lakhs, Janvi. There is no problem. I already told you, Vikrant, eligibility. I already cleared the eligibility. So Deepa, Caribbean, as I told you, 3.5 years, the theory part is in Caribbean, 2 years clinical rotation, and PG will be in US. 75 lakhs is the budget. May batch is one departure without NEET. September batch is the second departure. But that time you will be required clearing NEET 2019. So if you don't want to give NEET in this year, then go in the May batch. No, Yashi, we are here talking specifically about MBBS. So the cost for the MCI coaching, Vikrant, you need to have a personal session. I would not be talking about any costs in detail here. Personal counseling, Sabur. So Canada has a demand for nurses. They don't have a demand for doctors. And so they do not issue visas for MBBS, Aditya. And German PG, as I told you, it's a very simple program. You need to learn language, appear for visa interview. You need to do a foundation course there, student colleague. Then there's an exam called Festilis Profong. You get, and depending on your scores in that exam, you get a hospital where you do your PG. Okay. And PG in Germany is not recognized back in India. So if you do your PG in Germany, you have to settle down also there only. Right? So always go to the topmost university only. Keep your focus in the right place. That's a very good score, Vikrant. You can go for China. We will not be talking about other courses, Yashi. We are talking about MBBS. In August, Nitisha. Scholarship is available for US. Yes. Yes, you can apply, Sabur. Yes, you are eligible, Vikrant. Yashi, if you don't have 550 out of 600, then you can't get government college. Then MBBS abroad is the best next option. So US, there are no government colleges, Deepa. US has an option of private colleges. So the US MBBS plus PG model is completely different to other model. When you're looking for Russia, China, Ukraine, etc., you look at government colleges. In Caribbean and US, they only have private colleges. So the model is completely different. Okay. Universities, same universities will be available, Deepa, in May and September. The only difference is May batch you can get admission without NEET. September batch you will need NEET. Yes, Janvi, please do. Yes, I will send it to you. Any other state as in what? Yashi, please be clear. Yes, Deepa, it's available. But you need to block your seat because there are very limited seats and even more limited scholarships. Very difficult, Yashi. Don't fall for those things. Yes, Manasvi. After doing your MBBS from China, you can go to PG in US. So there is online USMLE coaching which is available no matter where you are. Okay, whether you are in China, Ukraine, Russia, wherever. You have an entire coaching model for 6 years with mentors, with personal support, counseling, this, that, lot of things. So those 6 years you prepare for US and then you go to US for your PG. MBBS in Ukraine, yes, Vishal, you can do. Yes, Manasvi, you can. In Ukraine, Russia, it's good. Not anywhere else, Karthik. It is Sabur. I never said no to you. So as you can see, I'm sending you a hotline number. Sabur, I'm sending you a hotline number. You can call on this number for a personal counseling. Okay. I have applied for NEET to. I will not appear in the exam if there is a shortcut, and I scored 200 plus in 2008. Please so call on this number, Sabur, have a personal session, and I think you are more suitable to go for the May batch. You don't need to wait for September batch. I think since you have a budget and 200, I mean, you had qualified in NEET 2018, you can leave in May. You don't need to wait till September. Yes, Priyanka Kumari, it's the best option for you. On your last previous year NEET score, you can leave in the May batch. You can do that for sure. Okay. Yes. So all of you, there are a lot of questions coming up and I'm trying to cope up and answer as many questions as I can. Okay. So as I told you there is a Neet crash course which is available as well. Okay. It has video lectures, test series, question banks. It has live doubt clearance sessions. It has a personalized timetable depending on your strengths and weaknesses. There's a confidence building hotline, 100% guarantee to qualify Neet. So when you block your seat for MBBS abroad, there is a free Neet crash course that is given to you. Okay. So it's an online, so you don't need to go anywhere. You can be in the comfort of your home. You just need an internet connection, and you can constantly test yourself with Neet. There's an online faculty which is of a very high quality faculty. Okay, so they are there to support you and guide you for the Neet exam, increase and boost your confidence. So two things you all need to keep in mind. Make sure you are doing your preparation to score well in Neet, at least qualify Neet. Second thing, do not proceed with anything without a backup option. You will be lost. Okay. Third most important thing, if at all you feel you are not going to get 500, 550 plus and you have a budget, just leave in May. Do not wait for it. Make a roadmap for yourself which is independent of MCI and its change of rules, so that you are not dependent and you don't have those obstacles. Okay, so that's very important. So as I told you, when you want to select the best country, China, Ukraine, Russia, Belarus, that's how it goes. Topmost is China, then Ukraine, then Russia, and then Belarus. So let me show you how to select the right university. Okay, if you go on the Indian Embassy in Russia, if you go in the education section, performance of candidates in the screening test FMG conducted by NBE. Now there is a report given by MCI. Okay, जितनी countries, जितनी universities है जहाँ पे Indian students जाते हैं MBBS के लिए, उसका MCI passing ratio दिया है. Okay, now this report is the most authentic source of information which is going to clear all your doubts. Okay, this report is going to tell you two things: the quality of education in that university and the medium of teaching. Okay, an Indian student is only going to appear for MCI. Okay, and if an Indian student is able to clear MCI just on the basis of what he has studied in that university, because this is a 2014 report, and उस time पे there was no online coaching available. So these students who have passed MCI have purely done it on the basis of university education. Okay, so as you can see, it's by NBE, FMGE. Okay, so the first country is Russia. Okay, there are totally, I think, 33 colleges mentioned. There may be more colleges, medical colleges in Russia, but the government has mentioned only 33 because Indian students only go to these universities. Okay, now if you see the first one, there is only one student appeared and one has passed. That's why the ratio is 100%. Okay, second, if you see 31 students, 12 passed, so the ratio is almost 40%. Now as and when you keep going down, the ratio is also decreasing: 30, 20, 17, 15, 12, 11, 0. So in Russia there are universities with 0% ratio also, as you can see. Okay, so these all universities are in one country, so the structure of teaching, curriculum, etc. will be the same. Why is the ratio so different? The reason is very simple. The universities which have 21-22% plus, they are topmost in that country. They have high quality of education, high number of students passing MCI, and high MCI clearance ratio. Okay, so make sure you're getting into the topmost only. So as I told you, these topmost countries like Crimea or Ryazan or Dagestan, they close very fast because they have limited seats and everyone wants to go there. But if you go down, okay, all the other universities have low ratio, they have wide number of seats, but nobody goes there. So they are open even in the month of August. Okay. So they are promoted by different agents in India, okay, who are ready to misguide the students for their selfish benefits. So similarly, जैसे रशिया का दिया है वैसे ही आर्मेनिया, अजरबैजान, बेलारूस, जॉर्जिया. अभी जॉर्जिया there is only one university mentioned. As I told you, जैसे रशिया में गवर्नमेंट ने 33 यूनिवर्सिटीज दी थी, जॉर्जिया में एक ही दी है. Because as we discussed, maximum universities in Georgia are private. Okay, this is the only one. Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Moldova, Latvia, Lithuania, Tajikistan, Ukraine. Now in Ukraine, first two, there are only 150. 1 and 2 students appeared. So we will not consider that. Now the situation in Ukraine is such that it's quite a big country. Okay, the eastern side of Ukraine is in a little bit of a disturbance. Okay, it's the same situation what Kashmir is in India. Okay, so just because there is problem there doesn't mean that the remaining part of the country is not functioning or it's unsafe, right? So eastern Ukraine is not a good option, but western Ukraine, no problem whatsoever. So choose a university on the western side of Ukraine. So as we can see on this report, the first one is Bukovanian with 31% ratio almost. But this university falls closer to the eastern side. So I will not suggest you that. Second is Lviv National Medical University. Now Lviv is one of the very few universities falling in the A++ criteria. Okay. For the simple reason it is a government university, 100% English medium, 150-year-old university, huge medical teaching experience, high quality accommodation, high-end faculty, maximum Indian students. Indian food will soon be available over there. Okay. It is located on the western end of Ukraine, which is the border of Poland. The only problem is there are very limited seats. So 50% plus seats for Lviv have already been blocked. So in another couple of weeks, Lviv is going to be closed. So when Lviv is closed, you fall one step down, which is Vinnytsia. Once Vinnytsia is closed, you fall one step down. So every good university that you are losing, you are going one step down in the quality of education. So plan your career, plan your MBBS, have a personal counseling session, know all your options, block your seat as a backup option in any of the top colleges. Okay, currently China is on a very fast blocking because as everyone knows, China closes the fastest and is the best option available today. So if you can get into Nanjing or Jiangsu or Zhejiang or Hust, nothing like it. Okay, so all those options are available right now, and it's a very rare opportunity because as time passes by, once people start blocking, it's going to be over. Then you have to go to B grade and C grade. So don't wait for your NEET exam and your NEET results, because you need to plan your career independent of all these things. Okay, there should be no obstacle in the coming in your way in the name of any change of rule, right? So be very careful. Thank you, Sabur. Thank you. Yes, Deepa, there are already many of these sessions which are uploaded on YouTube. If you want, I will show you. If you go on YouTube, okay, if you type Moksh webinars, or if you type Moksh MBBS, for example, there is a list of online counseling sessions on varied topics. As you can see, Philippines, MBBS abroad, Ukraine, PG in US. Deepa, what I would suggest you is to watch this video. This will give you all the details that you need about the US program. Okay, and I think all your doubts will be clear. So it's just an 8-minute video, but you're going to be very, very clear about the whole process. So you can help your parents watch this video. So as I told all of you, go through these videos, have a personal counseling session, and I think you are good to go. So I think I've answered all the questions. Thank you, Deepa. I think I've answered all the questions now, and I hope the session was helpful. And we have these sessions every day. Okay, you can also, what you can do is, you can also visit the Moksh website. I'm going to show you. It's www.moksh16.com. Okay. There's a detailed information given on all the universities which are top end with high MCI passing ratio only. Okay. So there's Russia, Ukraine, China, US, all the options are available. So you can go through this as well. This will also give you a lot of information. Okay. So there's, as you can see, the hotline number is mentioned here. There's a live chat option. You can also chat with any of the counselors if you don't have time to talk over the phone. Okay. Besides that, Moksh is present at more than 32 locations across the country. Okay. So what you can do is, there might be a Moksh office right next to your house. So you can have a personal counseling session and the counselor will give you the local office address. So you can go there and have a live counseling face to face. So that will also give you a further insight into the whole thing. So I think I should take a leave now. And thank you all of you for your time, and see you soon. Bye bye.